Welcome back to channel viewers. Today we're going to be doing an update video on a project that I covered about 2.5 weeks ago, and this project continues to gain a lot of buzz. It has one of the greatest names of anything I've ever covered. It is Pepe Ascension. You might remember it from my video about 2 weeks ago right here. This is the Egyptian-themed Pepe, hence the green I'm wearing right here. Presale continues to gain a lot of traction. They've raised $23 million so far, including some major whale buys in the last week or two. We're going to go over all that in a little bit. Remember, if you do want to invest in the Pepe presale and you haven't already, then use my link, top of the description area. You get a 30% token bonus. So however much you invest, and you get 30% free tokens on top of that. Now, I mentioned that the project has already raised $23 million, and a big advantage of that, particularly when it comes to presale projects like Pepe Ascension, is that it costs a lot of money to get listed on a tier 1 exchange. For a top 10 to top 20 exchange, you might not know this, it costs between $50,000 and $100,000 usually. So if a project has already raised $23 million, you better bet some of that money is going to go towards exchange listings. And when those announcements happen, it is going to pump the coin. And as for some clues to which particular exchanges Pepe Ascension might be focusing on, we can look at these transactions. I found these here about 6 days ago. 50,000 Pepe Ascension tokens were sent to the Binance Hot Wallet. Same day, 50,000 tokens were sent to the MEXC wallet. Same day, 50,000 Pepe Ascension tokens were sent to the OKX wallet. Those are the 3 transactions and the holder accounts for each exchange. And we all know how it goes. When a project is about to get listed on an exchange, they generally send tokens to the exchange, and then the exchange uses it for liquidity and volume purposes. So it's not guaranteed, but could these be the exchanges that, this project is thinking about getting listed on? Absolutely. And I mentioned at the start of the video, there are some whale buys rolling into the Pepe Ascension presale, like this $27,000 buy about a week ago. And then there are some small buys as well. There's a $109 ape. Somebody aped $444, and up here we have a $288 buy. So it's attracting both the smaller retail crowd as well as the big whale crowd. Here is the ticker symbol for the project. If you aren't aware, it is PEAP, P-E-A-P. There's too many Pepe ticker symbols as well. So like a Pepe Ascension project is what it loosely stands for. And now the PEAP token will be on ETH, which is a good thing because A, ETH has way more upside in the near term than Bitcoin does or some other tokens. And B, Ethereum's already heating up right now. Yes, Bitcoin is at all-time high. It's getting all the media attention. Look at the 7-day column right here. ETH is up 14.5% on the week. That is way more than Bitcoin is up 8.8%. It's way more than BNB and Solana are up at 4.5% and 5%. The only other coins that are about as hot as Ethereum in the top 10, top 20 are Dogecoin, which is a meme coin, just like a Pepe Ascension. So that's good. Meme coins are hot. And then Ripple as well. And then the other thing to keep in mind, Ethereum is still, it's at 3,000 now. It's still about 35 to 40% off its all-time high, whereas Bitcoin is at its all-time high. So that's better for ETH because there's more upside. Bitcoin, there's no guarantee it's going to keep going up because a lot of times coins pull back when they hit their all-time high. A coin like Ethereum, a blue chip like ETH, it is automatically at some point going to make a new all-time high. In my opinion, it is going to be sooner rather than later. And meanwhile, big entities in the crypto space and savvy traders in particular are agreeing with this sentiment that ETH is due to rise. Like Cumberland, they are one of the biggest market makers in all of crypto. They have a portfolio in the billions of dollars. In the last week, they have purchased a total of $67 million worth of ETH on Coinbase. That only means one thing. They are banking on the fact that ETH is about to pump, which I agree with that. Additionally, the U.S. government, so they have a total portfolio of about $166 million worth of ETH. That's big. And they've been slowly sending some of it into Coinbase Prime, which is Coinbase's custody solution for institutions and basically large whales. So if you send it into a custody solution, it means you're not planning on selling that anytime soon. So, U.S. government, they're bullish on ETH as well. And then even Ethereum ICO wallets from the 2014 ICO, they've been becoming dormant lately. Like this guy's $3 million worth of ETH tokens that they bought in 2014 became dormant for the first time in over 9 years. And now, why does Ethereum pumping even matter all that much? Well, it is simple. Everyone knows the rules. When a chain like Ethereum pumps, the large memes on Ethereum pump even more, like Pepe Ascension. Now, the price in the current phase is about 2.1 cents right there. And the rumored listing price when exchanges happen is supposed to be $3. There is massive, massive upward potential. And the project also has staking. Yes, it will be 150% APY. All stakes are sealed for a period of 7 days. It is possible to unlock your tokens in advance by burning a portion of your staked balance. And this PEAP presale has been gaining a lot of traction in the media. Here's an article in Crypto Wiz publication. Could PEAP become a meme coin powerhouse? Here's an article in Benzinga. It's a pretty big mainstream business publication. Pepe Ascension set to go live on Ethereum Layer 2 as the new meme coin to watch. And here is an article in Crypto.news highlighting Pepe Ascension's 1000x potential. And then if you just type the project name into YouTube, you see tons and tons of videos here, like 2-Bit Crypto. He just did a video. He's from the Ripple community. Good, very good influencer right there. Who else do we have? We have Gazipper somewhere. He did a video. Money and I, Krypton Calls. There's another video from 2-Bit. So yeah, it's definitely making the rounds, this project. And then if you want to catch up on, hear official announcements from the team, their Twitter page is down at the moment. Definitely go to their Telegram page. They have an announcement channel, and this is their main portal right here. You can catch up. This is just the best way to keep in touch with the team specifically. And then if you do want to participate in the presale, I went over this in my last video, but the coin is on ETH, but you can participate using ETH, BNB, or Arbitrum Network, or USDT on any of those. And as for the utilities of the project, Pepe Ascension is more than just a meme coin. They are building their own layer 2 blockchain. It will be faster, cheaper, more secure, and they're also building a DEX. They will have a cross-chain bridge, and then the staking, already mentioned. Also, they will have a dev grant, part of that pre-sale money. It will go to invest in other projects within the PEAP ecosystem. And then as for the specific narrative, it is Pepe in the ancient Egypt times, where he found a cryptic map promising untold riches somewhere in that ancient Egypt kingdom, and he is trying to find it, and he will find it when this coin hits TGE and starts pumping. And then as for what else do we have here? So when can I claim my tokens? You can claim your tokens at TGE, not any earlier, and then the layer 2 blockchain will be released once the pre-sale is over. And that is it for this Pepe Ascension update video. So if you do want to invest in the pre-sale, then use my link at the top of the video description area. Only by going through that link do you get a 30% token bonus. Obviously, do your own due diligence. Goes well beyond this video, but this is a project I am definitely bullish on. I like the narrative. It kind of puts a unique spin on an already trendy narrative that is shown repeatedly. The Pepe coins do perform very well. I like the traction the project is making, raising a lot of money, and I like how they have a lot of exchanges in the pipeline. That's it for now. Drop a comment down below. Hit the like button if you haven't already. I'll be back later with a new video. Bank up signing out. Catch you later.